and welcome back to my channel, and this is just a timeless coffee cup reading, coffee and cards reading for those who needs it right now. Let's have a look if there are any messages that we can see in the coffee cup. I can see what looks to me the initial P, so you may be dealing with somebody with the initial P. I can see three people, what looks like three heads next to each other. So you may be in a situation where three heads are better than one. It may be that you're dealing with something and you need to involve two other people. You need to be taking some advice, some help, some support. Do it feel that you feel you've got a bit of a mountain to climb? So whoever's listening to this right now, there's something going on where you feel like, oh, have I really got to do that? It all feels, you know, a little bit big, but obviously just take one day at a time, one step at a time. There's something coming up for you which just feel like it is a bit difficult. I can see what looks like, it does look like a face in this cup. So I don't know, for some of you, if you feel that there is somebody around you from the spirit world, whether you feel that you are being watched and protected and looked over, that's what I feel this is telling you. You are being looked after, you are being watched, whether you perhaps necessarily feel it or not. I can't work out from the face whether it's male or female. It's quite a rounded face. Chubby cheeks. Okay, that's what we've got from the cards. So for those of you listening to this right now, who's tuned into this, who needs to hear this right now, you feel like you've got a bit of a mountain to climb. Well, look at that, the Two of Cups coming together. You are stronger when you come together with somebody else. We said in the coffee cup about three heads together, and here, people coming together. Can also be the sign of relationships. But there is a definite coming together and a theme that if you come together, you are stronger. You'll be happier, okay? Bound by this lovely energy. Don't overthink things. You do have some changes, and sometimes the changes aren't as bad as what we think. This is the Five of Swords, and it does represent transformation, changes, shifts, okay? And again, we said you feel like you've got a mountain to climb. So I feel like this is telling me that actually it's not that big a mountain. It's just that you're overthinking it, and you're allowing too much thoughts to take over your mind, and you're allowing it to be worse than it actually is. We've also pulled the Empress card for you. The Empress is the homemaker, the fertility. So for a lot of you, this what's coming up, this thing that you're trying to sort out, this mountain you feel that you've got to climb, it's to do with home, okay? It's to do with love, family, you know, connections, bond. For some of you, perhaps you're wanting to have a baby, you're struggling, how are you going to cope with giving up work and it all feels a bit too much? How are you going to pay for childcare, have a baby? You know, how are you going to pay your bills if you don't go back to work? So many questions, overthinking everything. And obviously these are general readings and they resonate with people in different ways, but there's definitely situations around the home, around family, possibly even relationships where there are changes coming up and it all feels a bit much and you are overthinking. And obviously you just need to take one step at a time, one day at a time. Things tend to fall into place as you go along. Don't try and move 5 steps ahead when you, and you know, leaving the gaps out in between. Just try and do it one day at a time, one bit at a time, and allow things to fall into place naturally. So don't overthink. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.